Hey everyone, hope you're well. You're probably thinking, Gav, do you ever change your clothes? You've been in this top the last few videos. Simple answer is I've got two of these, and also if I'm on a bit of a roll and I've got a quieter day with my personal training and work, I tend to do a few more videos, and especially if I'm in a good focused mindset and just want to chat in front of the camera, say hello to you guys. By the way, I'm not just on YouTube. If you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram at Gavin Townsend Fitness, I'm on Twitter, PT Gavin Townsend. Feel free to follow me on there. I'm also on TikTok. I'm going to do more on those channels. With the likes of Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, I'd be honest with you, most of my content is going to be health, fitness orientated. I give as much free information out to the world as possible, give as many tips as possible, and that's why I've got a lot of online clients around the world, and also I've got a full diary on a one-to-one level as well. But here on the YouTube, I'm finding that more people are inquisitive about the chaos and the noise around the world, so that's why the narrative has changed somewhat. In this video, I'm going to be talking briefly about my experience watching The Rock, Dwayne Johnson in Black Adam. Somebody who I've followed since his WWE days. I've always been a fan of The Rock. So whatever your viewpoints of my view of this recent film, it's just a matter of personal opinion. And I hate to break it to you, we've always had what's called free speech until all this excessive muting happened, and you got to be careful with what you say online nowadays. But I'm not gonna go into too much depth. Right, let's jump to it. So, what was my views of Black Adam? I watched it last night. It was okay. It was amazingly average. I hate to say it as blunt as that. I've watched The Rock in a lot of his films. I'd say his best character portrayal was Hobbs in the Fast and Furious franchise, made out to be this tough, hard nut character. Yes, Fast and Furious has a bit of satire, a bit of humour. But it's all about the cars. It's about it's made perfectly for its audience, and that's why it's massively popular globally. DC, which is owned by Warner Brothers, owns the rights to Black Adam. I've watched Shazam, which is very cheesy. I've watched all of the Marvel universe films since I was a kid. So watched the likes of Hulk, Iron Man's, Captain America's, which has been nice because I watched the build up to the likes of Infinity Wars, and you know what, it's great for kids. I've got to an age where it's just a bit, Marvel's just very cheesy. Unfortunately, they're trying to please too many different narratives in the world today, and it just annoys a lot of people, because hardcore fans are like, why can't you just focus on quality content rather than just trying to educate us on stereotypes and different issues. And the reason why I'm talking about Marvel right now is I just can't but feel that DC's trying to lend itself to Marvel quite a lot, whereas historically, when I was growing up, DC was always supposed to be darker, supposed to be 18 plus, more blood, gore. If you've ever seen the original Batman and the likes of Penguin, that was quite dark. I did enjoy the Christian Bale Batman, but I felt they could have gone a bit dark with that still. So picture this: if you've ever seen Saving Private Ryan, if you've ever like the opening scene on the beaches, if you've ever seen the likes of the this new series which is out, which I'm a massive fan of, Gangs of London. I've just finished the second series. I'm going to do a review on that as well. If you've ever seen the bloodshed and the violence in Gangs of London, if they could have just added a bit more of that into Black Adam, took the cheesy elements out, I feel that it could have been a bit stronger. So if I was to rank Black Adam out of 10, total performance, based on total performance, The Rock's involvement, the narrative, the storyline, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. And why is that? Because I just feel that DC are not being true to their roots. It just wasn't dark enough. I just feel like it just felt like a mix between Marvel, Shazam and Shazam, a bit cheesy in parts, and just simply not dark enough. And I can say that because I've watched a lot of films and hell of a lot of series, and I just feel that with the way film is nowadays, they do want bums on seats. They want to make maximum bank at the box office. It's really important for both the cinemas as well as future streaming, and it's really important for the likes of the creators, the offices, the actors, everyone involved to maximise the financial yield. But I feel that the long-term ramifications of people-pleasing and trying to be too much like another franchise is only going to be at your demise. And like I say, I'm still a fan. I still love The Rock. I think he's a great bloke, so you can't take that away from me. But a solid 6 out of 10 for Black Adam. I do feel that there's too many culture wars. There's too much politics now in film, and like I say, if you get a chance, if you're over 18 and you want to watch something highly impactful, a really good series right now, Gangs of London, hands down, best series of recent years. And I've watched a lot of different series which I like. I've watched the likes of I've watched the likes of The Sopranos. I've watched the likes of Game of Thrones. That's my next client, by the way. I've watched Sons of Anarchy. A lot of different series over the years, but that one in particular is one to watch. So there we go. That's an open, honest review of Black Adam, the new film with The Rock. I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. And I will say it's amazingly average, and I feel like the narrative needs to lend itself away from Marvel style cinema. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hit the subscribe button, and if you can kind of give us a thumbs up, that'd be great. Thank you. See you soon.